In this video, I'm going to talk to you about the wonderful benefits of Child's Pose. So most people who have heard of yoga have heard of Child's Pose, or even if you haven't heard of yoga, you've been in Child's Pose at some point in your life. But this is a great one to do right after you do the tabletop Kegels because it's going to really help release that tension in the pelvic floor. So starting out, you can start in the tabletop position if you would like. Go ahead and bring your big toes together and separate your knees about as wide as the width of the mat. Then begin to just sink the hips back toward the knees and begin to lay your head and your forehead and your arms forward. Now, if your forehead and your arms don't reach the mat, you can grab some blankets and use them to support your upper body. You can turn your head to one side. You can turn it to the other side. You can also even take your hands and wrap them around towards your feet. But as you're here in this Child's Pose, what I'd ask you to really consider is every inhale that you take, can you imagine expanding all those muscles in the pelvic floor, that hammock, just releasing that tension, loosening, softening. And then as you exhale, you'll feel a little bit of a contraction. But as you inhale, can you just imagine your diaphragm, the air, just gently releasing the tension in the pelvic floor. You can stay in this pose for 5 minutes, 10 minutes. You can stay for 5 breaths, 10 breaths. But take some time here and release the tension in the low back, release the tension in the pelvic floor.